another episode of Madge Unmuted. I am your host, Madge Madigan. Welcome. And as always, with me, the trusty Scott Fitzgerald as my producer.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I am good. And
Fantastic.
yourself?
Just absolutely overwhelmed, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's 2020. That's the theme.
Yeah, it is. That's kind of the theme for the day. Anyway, Scott Fitzgerald, Fitz with Rockbox Studios.
Yay.
Rockbox.com for all your recording needs. This is kick-ass studio right here.
Kick-ass.
It's kick-ass.
That's right.
State of the art. So if you got anything to record or record. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much record.
Yeah, record.
You got some superstars on today, huh?
We do. I am so excited to have my guests today because they're old friends of mine. Not that they're old, but we've each all been friends for a very long time. First, we have fabulously known local radio legend, Scott Spezzano. Say hello, Scott.
Hi, Madge.
And then we have legendary Nashville singer-songwriter.
In his own mind.
And mine too, Sean Patrick McGraw.
Hello.
Woo!
Hello.
Another nice Italian boy, huh? Hey, it's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got three really like the most Irish sounding names you could have, and then you.
I know.
Odd man out.
McMahon Fitz and Spezzano.
Hey, I got a lot of O'Neill in me. I'm only a quarter Italian, so.
I don't want to know what you do on your private time. You let that O'Neill boy do. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Hey, we're setting the tone for today, aren't we?
Happy freaking holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Maybe a little too festive, too early in the day for me, but okay. Good guys. Yeah.
What? You're only an hour behind. Lunchtime, right?
As Oprah would say, why postpone joy? Exactly. I'm walking distance to the fridge. It's well stocked at the moment.
You know what? Can I just on a tangent, because that's what I do. Has anybody else not been feeling like every time you turn on the news or read an article or anything, it's just like gloom and doom, and it makes me feel like everything I read, it makes me feel like we're going to be the Donner Party all winter, where we're going to be like stuck in the shivering cold and nothing to eat and we feel terrible and
you don't want to eat me. I'm just nothing but grizzling fat, so that's just won't be a good meal. Will not be fun.
And you guys are all up in New York right now, right?
Yeah.
So like the weather up there, I'm sure isn't bright. Nice. It's not nice in Tennessee right now. It's pretty gloomy. And
what's the temperature there though?
40.
Oh, it's maybe 34 here.
You see, just a little bit warmer, and it's just gloomy and just gray. And
well, thanks for cheering us up, Sean.
I know. On that note,
if you look up in the sky, there's this big burning ball of coronavirus. It's got all these little pimples all over it. That's
I thought we were going to talk about your big burning balls. Oh, sorry. Joe tell Jill.
They're not bright, they're blue.
Well, you do have a toddler. Okay, you know what we're going to do today?
What are we going to do?
We're going to talk about the worst Christmas songs ever made.
Discuss.
Just talk amongst yourselves. Discuss. I hope you brought your lists. What?
I did make a list.
I want to bring up right away. I want to bring one up right away, and it has to do with how we all started off with the ethnicity lean on the opening. My worst song ever is Dominic the Donkey.
You stole my thunder.
On my list.
You stole my thunder.
Yep.
Okay.
I did. Oh, I'm sorry.
Me too.
All of my warm 101.3.
That one we all agree on.
Every quarter hour.
We concur. Who recorded that? That's like from like the 50s, maybe?
Lou Monte. Monte.
Okay.
See.
And it's pretty old recording, right?
That, you know what? Damn it. I didn't look and see what the year was, but yeah, I would say 60s.
Because I think you're
50s?
You're safe to unabashedly hate on stuff that's done by people that aren't alive anymore. But it's when you start getting into it's like I started to ask around like what gets in everyone's nerves, and my wife was right away. She's like Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
I know. You know what? I've come to love that
And
song.
I don't agree.
Yeah, 1960.
What'd you say, Sean?
And I don't agree with her. Actually, I like Mariah Carey in general, and I don't want to just go hating on her Christmas stuff. It seems like low hanging fruit. Like that's like one that's a go to with a lot of people. It's like, ooh, Mariah Carey Christmas music, and
I gotta tell you, I did used to hate that one. Except what got me liking it was, did you ever see? You know how Jimmy Fallon does in the office and they play kids instruments or staplers and shit. He did one with Mariah Carey, and the little kids pop up from down underneath the screen and do the that just, I think of that every time, and it just brings joy.
Yeah. See, I'm with you. I don't hate on Mariah, but I've heard,
and you know what? People hate on it because it's played 50 trillion times in a matter of 2 months. Burn on it.
And that's kind of
my fond memory.
My list is actually a bunch of things which like I've just heard it too many times. I don't ever hear it again. A bunch of those songs that I'm like,
Scott, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say my visual of that Mariah Carey "All I Want for Christmas" is when they overdubbed the. That's fine. The cocaine's a hell of a drug. When they took her song and overdubbed. They overdubbed the emo EDM people that are under the bridge that are all like purple hair and like.
What are you talking about?
You've never seen that version of they overdubbed them doing this dance.
No,
that goes perfectly. Oh, it's fantastic. It totally makes my Christmas
with Mariah.
Yeah, it's the Mariah Carey "All I Want for Christmas" song, and dubbed underneath them going into some ragey, crazy like EDM whatever. But you don't hear their music; you hear the Mariah Carey song. It's just absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that sounds fun.
See, now on the other side of that, there's another version of "All I Want for Christmas" that gets played. What is it? Ad infinitum to exhaustion. And it's the version by Vince Vance and the Valiants.
Never heard
why does it sound familiar?
That gets played like
Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vance and the Valiants. But my biggest problem with it's not so much the song, and it's not even so much the singer. Again, I look at these things, I think, from a different perspective. I want to find whoever produced it and say she should have sang it down about a minor third, because it's just the girl. She sounds like she's singing it way at the top of her range, and she's straining, and it's like, for the love of God, she didn't have to sing it so high. It's like she's just trying so hard, and it sounds like a bad demo to me.
Oh, you're that pain in the ass.
Somebody is going to be really mad at me for saying that and be really offended, but that's I just want to, You know what? I just feel like it's just don't sing so high. Take it down a little bit.
Taste is all it's subjective. That's what I say. Yeah. All right. Who hasn't gone yet?
Musician. I think he could probably say he's a musician. He can hear it. That's like you said at the beginning. You're so critical when you hear stuff, production value and all that kind of stuff too, right?
A lot of times, and that is like, and that version gets played a lot, and I want to laugh at it for it. It sounds to me like a bad demo. It sounds like a bad karaoke demo to me. And
do they all have
the Nashville stations played a lot?
They all have Prince Valiant haircuts.
I have no idea. I've never seen what anybody in the band looks like.
Who gets that joke? Thank you.
Prince Valium.
That's what it should be for Sean for that song. He doesn't
sleepy Prince.
All right, I'll give you one from my list. The fucking I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
I love that.
Whether it be the Gala PV one, okay, what kind of name is that for one, or the Leanne Rimes? It's especially the original one is most annoying because she's talking like this. She's trying to be Shirley Temple or some stuff. Just annoying. Sorry. And why do you like this song?
It's one of my favorites. I find it charming. It's just so quirky.
It's quirky and it has some. It's got some youthful reminiscence to it. It's like, yeah, I kind of felt like that when I was a little kid, but then I'm grown up. But that smacks melancholy.
I've never had a
nostalgic.
I've never wanted a goddamn hippo in my life. So, especially since I am a hippo. Whoa! Boom! Zing! Sorry.
Hey guys, I want all of our listeners, viewers to Google Cyber Goth Christmas Party on YouTube. Then you will know what I'm talking about when the Mariah Carey song is done by these cyber goths. It's unbelievable. Just want to let you know.
Cyber Goth Christmas Party.
All right, gotta look at that one.
Hey, if we're like throwing out recommendations, I had one too of a song that I love. It's Lonnie Flemmer's
At
White
Wegmans,
Trash
God bless
Christmas.
you.
shopping easy.
It's the
White Trash Christmas.
White Trash Christmas, and there's a bunch of different people who've recorded a song called White Trash Christmas, and they're not this same song, but the Lonnie Flemmer White Trash Christmas. It just cracks me up, and it's great. But there are other versions of a song with that title that aren't the same thing.
You could have some Mucinex for that, Lonnie Flemmer.
really trying to like rack my brain for like
Sorry.
what songs I thought were incredibly cheesy or just and this hate on me now real quick, but the Frank Sinatra version of Jingle Bells.
Okay.
Have you heard it?
Okay, I'm sure I have.
It is so ridiculously cheesy, and I'm like the biggest Frank Sinatra. I love Frank.
Is it
Sinatra.
later Frank or earlier Frank?
I'm gonna guess probably in the 40s, late 40s, early 50s. But it starts with "I love those J.I. Jingle L bells." It's just like
no.
It was just when he was starting to hit Vegas.
He was like, it's like if Frank had ever jumped the shark, that would have been where he did on his version of.
Wow. Maybe I
just
haven't heard that.
not.
I don't think that doesn't sound familiar. Maybe it was Joe Piscopo.
Well, if anyone wants to look up the Frank Sinatra version of Jingle Bells,
Yeah, that's the one that they play here locally on the radio.
Yeah, it's a low point in Frank's artistic.
Oh well. Okay, what do you else got? We're gonna start rattling them off.
You know,
Go ahead.
You know which one that I can't stand is the Stephen Eady. You know that.
Them.
See, now I
mean, because
all
they're
you have to do
so
is say
cheesy.
Stephen Eady, and I'm like, I'm on board. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, automatic love.
I used to like it, but they played it so much that I just got sick of it, and I can't remember what the name of the song is. But
Well, can we get to the elephant in the room then?
Okay.
we did.
Okay, I'm right here. You don't have to
I didn't know
talk
there
about
was one.
No. Here's the thing. It's caused all kinds of controversy.
Are we having an intervention? Oh, sorry.
No. The Christmas song that caused the most controversy is that rapey one, "Baby It's Cold Outside."
Yeah.
I love that song.
The rapey song.
It's very
She
rapey.
said no.
You
How
know-
many times we got to tell you she said no?
Speaking as a woman, as a biological woman, at first I was like, yeah, that's pretty awful. But then I'm like, oh, it's just from the times, and he wants her to stay.
It's the context.
Yeah, he likes
Isn't it?
her. Yeah, exactly. I mean, can you make it today? No, probably. I don't know. But I'm on the fence with it.
I love the way that the parts, intertwine, and they kind of, they speak, they sing over each other.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great duet. Like, I'm not a fan of most duets. Usually you just say the word duet, and it's like, I don't care what it is, who it is. I'm like, no, duets.
Yeah.
I don't like them. But that one, I always loved that song. And then when it, was only a couple years ago, and someone said, hey, if you ever listen to the lyrics, it's kind of date rapey.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like, really? Do we have, in the context of when it came out, which was what 60s?
But probably.
Easy.
I think it was, it wouldn't have been, it didn't turn ears that way back then. You just didn't think that way.
No, it didn't.
Right. Yeah.
Last year, John Legend and someone else came out. John Legend, Kelly Clarkson, I think, came out with a clean, appropriate version, talking about they changed the lyrics a little bit, but that miserable. I tell you, even though it's got a bad reputation, like Sean said, I love the wordplay in it and how they're actually storylines going at the same time almost.
And it is actually the innocence of the old fashioned, I should really go home. And he's like, come on, just stay a little while. And so if you think of that, when he didn't say like, please stay, I want to put my schlong in you. It's like, just have a cigarette more or.
I always just thought of that lyric as being flirty and no worse than being flirty.
Me too.
Oh well.
Okay.
Okay. Off and on.
I thought of another one. This is third rail here that people are, well, in a broader or rather broad,
don't go
broad, something broad that I don't like. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Not my thing. No.
Yeah.
Not my
overproduced
thing. I know
for
with
me.
Some people, it's like it's a big tradition that people go and see them, and a lot of people are probably like, "You're a jerk for not liking." It would be torturous for me.
Speaking of them, they're a bit overproduced for me, but speaking of them, I heard a song by them the other day in the car on XM, and I forgot how much I loved. Well, the version I love isn't even the original. It's just another one. But the one song I love, but I hated it, by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, is Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Nutcracker Suite.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. I've never heard that version of it.
Oh, my God. It's fantastic. It's a rockin', and it's fantastic. I used to hear it when I was a kid all the time because my older brothers and sisters, just my two older brothers were into ELP.
Well, I grew up with my mother playing the Rimsky-Korsakov, the ballet.
God bless you.
Playing that, and and I love that. And that, to me, that Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies and that stuff, that's I love that stuff.
I know, me too. And my kids just dragged me the other day. My daughters, don't think I haven't forgot this, Libby and Abby. I said to the other, there's that new commercial of they had the girl dancing in the street to the Nutcracker, the kids in the window and I said, I danced the Nutcracker when I was little. And they're like,
no, Mom,
just laugh it. And I ball bust. They're like, and they're like, sure. And I was like, I did in my living room as a little kid. As I was going to say, I used to put it on the stereo and dance to it. But now that you've fucking destroyed that, thanks, kids.
Nah.
It was going to be an innocent comment.
Madge, can we go down another lane?
That's what we do here.
Any Christmas song by the Carpenters, double thumbs up with me.
Okay. I thought you were going to go double thumbs down, and I would have been like, dude, you can't, don't go there. Please don't.
No,
I'm with you on that too.
I can't even
Karen Carpenter. She had the voice.
I can't even off the top of my head think of a Carpenter's Christmas song. What they do? I mean, I know all their other stuff. What's it?
Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas, my darling. That one.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's lovely. That is. I was
happy place with the Carpenters.
I know. I was gonna make a really bad offensive joke, and I won't.
Go. Come on now.
You just lost happy listeners.
I know. What'd you say? It was something. Yeah, something to do about carrots. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna throw one in, and I don't know. There's a couple obvious ones. Again, the low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
The Christmas shoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure, Scott, you had to play it.
What's the Christmas shoes?
The Christmas.
The guy. The name is New Song of the group or the guy, whatever. But tell me.
Yeah. It's the story of a guy standing in line. There's a little boy in front of him, and he has just enough money to buy his shoes for his mom, who's on her deathbed, and all she wants is shoes. It's just the first time you hear it and you listen to it, you cry your eyes out. And then the next time you hear it, you want to kill yourself.
Yeah. It's like the kind of the gift of the Magi with
it's one of those
country
like,
and shoes.
It's like not guilt you into feeling emotions over about it, but it like
it makes
manipulative.
It's
very manipulative. Yeah, it's like a Hallmark movie set to music. Oh, speaking of that, I hate every Christmas song in a Hallmark movie ever.
Thank you. I've got 3.
I know, that's why I said it. Sorry. I'm just kidding.
Guess what? I hate them too.
But you get a royalty check, don't you?
Hey man, Hallmark Christmas movies have paid for a few Christmases in the McGraw house. So
yeah. So Sean has composed, written whatever, a few songs for Hallmark movies. So
what movies were they? Can you tell us?
Country Wedding did one. A Harvest Moon. Actually, you know what? I got bumped from I've had 3 songs that I thought were in Hallmark movies that got bumped at the last minute, but I specifically wrote them for Hallmark movies. Mm-hmm. And they're on my new CD right now. So if you're listening, go to iTunes and you can hear what I'm talking about.
Woohoo! Sean, by the way, I wanted to ask you, are you in a Japanese restaurant right now?
No. Yeah, I have like rugs and stuff hanging. This is my home studio, so I have this is my little room divider.
I kind of figured.
Otherwise, you're going to see like rugs and
dirty
ugly
socks
on the wall.
Well, that's okay. All right.
I stole it from a Japanese restaurant. Merry Christmas to me.
All right, who's got one?
I have one
thing
that this is going to be like, again, third rail, kind of wrong. But what I don't like when the music industry, like a record label, tells an artist, you're going to sing this with so-and-so, we're going to pair you with so-and-so, and this will be like an event. And a lot of times when record companies do that, it just feels very uncomfortable,
like
and very
Bono and Frank.
Not like Frank, but the little drummer boy when it's David Bowie and Bing Crosby. And again, because I love David Bowie, but anything I've ever heard about Bing Crosby as a human being, he creeps me out.
Just an awful person.
He was an awful person. And I just think when I've ever watched that little video that they made of the two of them singing Little Drummer Boy, and it just makes me uncomfortable. There's nothing that goes, wow, this is great. It's just like, ew, David didn't want to be there. Bing didn't want to be there.
Yeah, that was always one of my favorites until I started thinking about it a lot. And then also Little Drummer Boy is one of those that bugs me a little with the rumpa-pum-pum. I just, that sound annoys me.
But the Andy Williams version of it, and any Andy Williams Christmas, that's what I grew up with my mom playing the Andy Williams Christmas record every year.
And the King family?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with
They
them,
were on
Andy
every
Williams,
Andy Williams special ever.
Yeah.
And
that's just part of...
Scott,
I'm 5 years old again.
Weren't they on Lawrence Welk a lot too? You would know, Scott.
Oh, God. Lawrence Welk aficionado. As a matter of fact, the Andy Williams Christmas specials on PBS were always my favorite. They were always,
yeah,
they were just as cheesy as well. And the King family was,
See, and they stood on the risers in the form of a Christmas tree. Okay. I still have a Perry Como Christmas album. Okay, so Sean. Oh.
No, I was just going to say, if we put in generalities, anything that's new when it comes to Christmas music is really off my list. It's got to be, and everybody feels, it's got to come from an era that when you weren't around, when things were simpler. And I think that you get the best vibe, the best feel, even if it's cheesy, whatever. I mean, I'm not looking, like a Luke Bryant Christmas. I could give a crap. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
See,
if you read all the songs, it doesn't have anything for me.
On my list is every Christmas song ever done by a country singer.
I'm there with you, myself included.
I know your Christmas songs are filled with self-loathing.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of putting the steel guitar and all the twang on a Christmas song. Just they don't. That it's this. They don't.
We're gonna put some lights on the truck and drink and go shoot a buck.
Now I'm gonna get some hating on for that when people see this. But that's
we all are.
To me, and I think it's for the same reason that Scott was saying. It's because I don't want to hear new versions of stuff. I like there's that nostalgia factor.
There's a limit, but like I heard that's always, I've read a lot of articles and seen a lot of things that the record company was always like, you got to put out a Christmas song. You got to put out a Christmas song.
Because it's the gift that keeps on giving, keeps on coming.
True.
Sean,
business-wise, it's great.
Sean, it snowed for the first time just earlier. Was it last week or? I don't remember. Just a couple of days ago. So the first break of the radio show, we open up and I've got this massive computer library of music. So I type in "Let It Snow," right? Mm-hmm. And I was going to pull a version. There, throughout our 4 hours of radio, I had 58 versions of "Let It Snow."
Oh, dear God.
Oh, God.
From Jessica Simpson to Michael Bublé to obscure bands I've never heard of to, Gloria Estefan, Smokey Robinson, I'm
going to put my version of it.
And I wonder if
Lawrence Welk Show.
if it's because it's in the public domain or not. Probably because it's in the public domain, I would guess.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, like
to redo a song if it's in the public domain, you obviously don't have to.
Anytime, I'll get like a pitch from. I have an agent out in California that says, "Hey, so and so's looking for Christmas music," but it has to be public domain, so that's why everyone does Jingle Bells again and again and again and again.
Oh, true. Actually, one of my friends on Facebook, I took an informal poll yesterday, and I didn't really come up with one winner. Because I said we're going to have a People's Choice Award, so tell me what your choice is. But one of my friends, their most hated Christmas song was Jingle Bells of any form.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
Another one on the I love the song, but it's just been played too many times and it's so repetitive is Feliz Navidad.
Oh, I don't hear
it. Now I love Feliz
much.
Navidad, but I need to hear it once a year and that's it. I'm good.
Yeah. It's good.
I don't know if you guys saw, but the ultimate cheesy Christmas commercial tie-in is KFC is doing a 15-minute drama movie on Lifetime Channel.
I just saw that today.
Starring.
I did see that.
Who? I didn't read the article.
Oh,
who?
Mario Lopez.
And he, as an old man.
Colonel Sanders?
As Colonel Sanders.
Young, hot, slightly gray Colonel Sanders. And it's going to play the 15 minutes before his full Lifetime movie. The Christmas movie is called Feliz Navidad. Oh my God. No shit.
Now, if that ain't
and again, it's like
made
I
for
love
TV
the song.
crap.
It's Feliz Navidad is so wonderful because I think there's 25 words in the whole song. It couldn't be a simple song, which is brilliant. I think that's awesome, and I love it. But I need to hear it once a year, and then okay, it's crossed off, and I don't need to hear it again.
All right,
Thanksgiving song.
By what? You cut out.
The Thanksgiving song by Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Or the Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler.
Oh, now that I haven't heard that yet. And Friday is Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah, kids. But his whole brand of comedy got on my nerves. After a while, we're doing this all the time. Just not, it's like how Jerry Lewis used to bug the shit out of me. But anyway. Ladies, hey, ladies. Not to be confused with the Beastie Boys song. Hey, ladies. All right, let me real quick. I only have a couple left. One is Santa Baby by Madonna, because it's just too Betty Boop. Yeah, and it's a little creepy. And of course, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Ella and Patsy. Really, you like that?
He came to the radio station and sang it for us.
God bless.
8 years ago, he came and then I asked him.
Was that the last time he came?
And Sean, I'm a man of hopeless sorrow. He played it and sang it and nailed it in the studio.
No, Elmo and Patsy was the name of the band, but then I think David Ball wrote it, and David Ball was really an honest to goodness, really cool country artist like 20 years ago who was very traditional. And David Ball made one, I think, major label record that really is a gem of really good country music. I thought that Thinking Problem was the name of the record, and there's not a bad song on that record. It's really
cool.
Good.
See,
it's being a more traditional sounding country record.
This is why I brought both of you guys on, because you're both really good at this, as am I a little bit, about the pulling useless facts of this and the 6 degrees of separation of people and little known things.
And I bet if I know, I've met David Ball a couple times. I bet it probably really bothers him that he's not really known for being behind Grandma Ran Over a Reindeer. Because he had one really, it's a masterpiece of a really good country record in the mid 90s. And it's like, go figure, of all things that he does that I'm sure that none of that success even it pales in comparison to the success of Grandma Ran Over a Reindeer. He's probably cashing huge checks every year for that song.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That made him more money.
Yeah.
All
right.
Like Jim Neighbors being known as Gomer Pyle instead of a great opera singer.
Yeah.
I can't think of the song that he sang.
I had 2 on my list that I'm not sure if I think they're awful or they're great. It's like I really do have like a love hate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, got a few of those.
And one is Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses.
That's on my favorite list.
See, now I kind of think it's awesome. But then there's like some aspects of that song that I just go, who would have thought that's got that really weird phrasing?
Hey, you forgot Cranberries too. Sorry.
And the vocals kind of like a little flat and kind of monotone, and everyone's singing it, and it's like, but I like it. But it's like, is that great, or does it? It's like I can't decide. Is it awesome or doesn't?
That's how it was in the times. It was that quintessential, new wave group. And then if you heard how, I Know What Boys Like was their other hit, and Square Pegs, the theme to the Square Pegs show. That's one of my all-time favorite. So that was their shtick. So I love it. I crank that one.
See, I love it, and I kind of go, but is it? I don't know. It's
that music person in you.
What you said kind of nails it on the head, because it's so of its time.
Yeah.
A lot of other Christmas songs could have been, written 100 years ago or last week. That song it's so, ensconced in 1980.
Along that same one, the same vein is why I love Do They Know It's Christmas?
I hadn't even
Band-Aid, because that's so all I think of is the video with all of those 80s new wave people getting together, and it's just like a time capsule from college.
And my other song that's the exact same kind of thing was Last Christmas by Wham.
Oh.
Love that.
Fitzy.
No.
I always hated that one.
Oh. Wait a second. Jimmy Eat World does a version of it, which you will absolutely love.
Okay.
Give it a shot. That's my favorite version.
Well, I kind of love it and I kind of hate it. It's like I love it at the same time from a songwriter's perspective. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but you gave it away the very next day. Da, da, da. Give it to someone special. I'm going, it sounds like it was written by like a 7th grader almost. It's so innocent.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's kind of what's awesome about it. So I could have an equal debate, like totally both of those songs. I could say it's awesome for this reason and it sucks for this reason. And,
yeah.
But I kind of like that when you I myself can't really decide. Is this awesome, or is it just really bad in an awesome kind of way?
Yeah. Scott, what say you? Fitzy or Spezzano?
I love Last Christmas. I love the Wham version, and I love the Jimmy Eat World version. And I get it. The lyrics are simple, yet it tugs at your heart a little bit because, I remember I was broken up, my girlfriend dumped me or whatever. Like
Not me. I think she's a bitch.
Well, because you said no. And you know what? The one that I love hate. My love hate is Winter Wonderland by the Eurythmics because it starts wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And then it gets traditional, and then it's going, and it's molassesy, and it keeps going around and around thing, and at the end she goes more gospel-y and kind of doing her thing, and I love Annie Lennox. I just wish she never did that, but then again I love the song. So
yeah. All right. Well, I was going to say another one that I love, and actually somebody on my Facebook said they hated. And I actually only love this song for just really one specific thing, is the Bruce's version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Because I love it when, is it Clarence in the end? Or somebody that's going, ho, 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 ho. And Bruce starts cracking up. That's all I love it for that, because it's such a simple, joyful moment, funny moment.
I was asking around, and a few people said, Springsteen's version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And I'm like, I can't hate on Bruce in really any capacity. I just can't do it. Can't.
I actually, that song's very close to me. I play saxophone, like not for good.
Get the hell out! You should get together with Sean, who played the trombone.
Sitting right over there right now.
Yeah.
That's what Sean and I were in band together in middle school.
Oh, you were?
In high school. He played the trombone, I played the clarinet. Sorry to tell everybody on you, Sean.
I'm a saxophone player as well.
I got a chance.
Oh my God, we can have a ska band. Sorry, why you have a chance to play what? I'm an asshole.
I played saxophone with Clarence on stage once.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've got a picture of me and sunglasses.
How did that work out? How did that happen? Come about?
Okay. Nick and the Nice Guys.
Yep. Rochester
had
band.
A Rochester party band. Had a charity hockey game come to town, and Kelsey Grammer had to work off his cocaine community service thing, and he came to town and played hockey, and they got Clarence because he loved hockey, and they got him up on stage in the band, and they said, bring your saxophone, because this is the kind of band where they just pull people up and let them play with them. And I had the most, that's probably biggest like rock star things I ever, my God, I can't believe it. It was amazing. So
is that how you got all those other acts that came to town with all those free PXY shows back in the day? Because it was cocaine community service.
Be watching the news, say, "Oh my God, look who got busted! Yay, we're bringing him to town."
Put him on the hockey rink.
All right, we're winding down. We're running down the clock here. Whatever the hell that saying is. Anybody got a few last ones to throw out there that they didn't get on their list? Scott, you don't have a whole lot on your list. Spezzano, Fitzy got.
Let me just say, music. Every record I play pays my paycheck. So.
Oh, that's true.
My other one, and again, this was like third rail, was, and again, it's like people that I love. And it's kind of like you either love the quirkiness of this song or you just think, God, it's just beyond goofy, was Paul McCartney's Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. Does it get on your nerves?
No, you know what? When it came out, I was in high school and I was a huge Paul McCartney fan, which on a tangent, I thought of that this morning because December 8th 40 years ago today, John Lennon was murdered. And I was, like I said, a huge Beatles fan at the time. And I freaking loved that. Now I'm kind of like, it gets on my nerves a little bit. I don't know why. But it's cute.
I heard that the other day, and I thought, if you're down with Paul McCartney being the quirky, self-indulgent sort of, that's awesome. I could also see why some people would go, "Oh, what's up with that song?" But
I think it just grates on my nerves. What'd you say?
And then I was thinking about this, and I will preface this by saying I totally have never been like a Yoko hater.
Oh.
Like I think she got undeservedly like just a lot of shade that she just didn't deserve. But I thought one thing that could probably ruin is at the end of "And So This Is Christmas" when Yoko starts singing.
Oh,
little off key there.
But I don't hate on Yoko. I don't want to go there. To me, that's low hanging fruit. There's just too many people on that train.
You know what? I don't know if I like is the word, but I've always kind of thought it was endearing with her because it was it was like she did it because it was heartfelt, not because she was collaborating with her husband. You know, it was a work of love between the two of them. And, you know, I don't know. I guess I got the warm fuzzies from it or something.
And by the same token, people always love, people, would just, it's easy to throw shade on Linda McCartney. And then there was that tape years ago of, and it was isolated her at the end of, Hey Jude. And it's just like, nah, 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 and it was like, and it's like, but then you could say, what the really awesome thing was that Paul loved her so much. He was like, I want you on stage with me. And I don't care if you can really play anything. I just want you up there, So there's something endearing about that.
But absolutely.
Or really codependent. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, let's not speak ill of the dead. No, we're not. But really, do you think that was real? Or is that kind of a distorted tape? It didn't really sound... Do you think that she really sang that bad? I don't...
It's entirely possible that she didn't have any monitors to hear herself, so she was just kind of singing something without really knowing what,
True.
That's perfectly plausible, but...
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I know there's a Wings video for one of the songs, and the camera goes by Linda, and she's holding a keyboard. She's got one finger down doing this.
She's contributing.
It's kind of awesome,
Well, God love her.
Yeah.
Okay, boys. Well, this is your last chance. Smoke them if you got them. Any bad songs before we wrap it up here?
I've exhausted my catalog. Plus, I've got to poop.
Yeah, and I really want to. I really want to reiterate. It's like there's none of them that I like. I don't hate any of them. I like the one that we're throwing some shade on. It's like I really have like a love-hate relationship with any of those songs, and
it's simply the best way to sign off.
We didn't talk about any of like none of like the religious ones or the Jesus-y ones, but to me, I'm not like we're Catholic, right?
Yeah, we all are. Every last damn one of us on this call or
recovering
whatever.
Catholics.
Yes.
No, I mean, I would say
like
to me
the
hands
hymns.
down, like the most beautiful Christmas song, like the best one is "Oh Holy Night."
Yeah.
But to me, it's like for someone who's not an especially spiritual person. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the grateful voice of night. That song is like, that to me is like hands down the best.
Yeah, that is my favorite one. That's quite
it's just beautiful piece of music.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna let Scott go poop now.
Yeah. I'll wait to see what kind of hateful comments I get for saying anything negative on my Facebook page.
We all get a pass. That's why it's Madge. You didn't.
Yeah, that's this is Madge. I don't give a shit at this point in my life.
I do. I gotta go.
Oh, okay. And is your kid waking up too from a nap?
He's prairie dogging it. Come on.
He's got a turtle sticking its head out his backside.
In a second.
Oh, crap. All right. Boys,
That was fun.
It was. Thank you
Nice
so
meeting you,
much for
Scott.
coming on. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, Scott Fitzgerald with Rockfox Studios. All your recording needs, rockfox.com. And we will see you next week. Until then, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, Madge.
Take care.
It was fun.
Thank you. It was so much fun.